If you're in a healthy relationship with a man, can you stitch this video and talk about it?
I literally just woke up, but there was no way that I wasn't going to make a video in response to this when it came up on my feed. I am so lucky to be in a very healthy, stable relationship with my best friend. And this isn't always the type of relationship that I've been privy to. Like, I have usually been in very unhealthy, toxic, unstable relationships. This is probably the first one where I have felt like normal. This feels normal. I know it can feel hard when you're kind of like in the search for love and you're seeing all these like TikTok horror stories, or your friends are telling you horror stories about their dating experiences. And trust me, that's so valid. There are awful men out there. I will put my whole pussy into this when I say men, the worst. But healthy relationships with loving, emotionally mature and stable men exist. In order to compete with all the scandalized cheating stories and toxic stories you're probably hearing about relationships on your TikTok feed, let's talk about some things that my boyfriend does for me without me asking, that proves that he loves me and he respects me and he's genuinely happy to be in this relationship with me. Starting off strong, my boyfriend wakes up before me every morning and brings me my coffee in bed. These are mugs that I had made for us with our initials on them. That's him as a little baby devil. Off of the back of that, I only drink a certain type of soy milk, and every time this man goes to the shops, without asking me, he brings me home at least 2 or 3 more bottles of that soy milk, so we never run out and I don't have to think about getting it when I'm at the shops. This man drinks regular milk. There's no reason that he has to be buying the type that I drink, unless it's to alleviate me having to do that job in the future. I have type 1 diabetes, and this man makes sure that our home is fully stocked with hypo treats like juice and lollies. We've been together for over 3 years, but on our second date, so on the first date, I told him I have type 1 diabetes. On the second date, I came over to his apartment. He showed me in his pantry where he had gone out and bought Red Frogs hypo treats just in case I was ever at his apartment and I needed them. And then he also went to the bathroom during that date, and I saw on his laptop that he had a tab open that was looking up type 1 diabetes. He was educating himself without me ever asking him to do that. Off of the back of that, he also bought the book Think Like a Pancreas and read it without my knowledge. And I said, oh, maybe I should read that too, actually. And he said, no, you don't need to read it because it might be overwhelming for you. I've got all the information up here. He cooks for me without me asking almost every single day. And if I say I feel like some type of specific food throughout that day or that week, he will make it. The other night, it was 10 p.m. I was sitting on the couch and I said, just, casually into the ether, I really feel like grilled Brazilian pineapple. And about 20 minutes later, I couldn't see him anywhere. Look in the kitchen. What are you frying up in there? He was frying up a pineapple. 2 days ago, he downloaded a period app tracker on his phone so he could help me track my period and my hormones as it relates to my type 1 diabetes diagnosis, because I couldn't be bothered to do that. So he decided he would do it to take the burden off of me. There's 1,000,001 other things I can go into. These are just like very short, minor snapshots into what it's like dating a healthy, stable man. I never have to worry about him. We have complete and utter trust. We don't argue, and this is coming from someone who argues. We don't argue. He's never yelled. He's always understanding. I could go to him about anything and feel safe and secure. And honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, it's the fucking best. Healthy love and healthy relationships with men do exist. I promise you, they exist.